Alright, Willie Jimmy here, welcome to my channel. So you're watching a series video of semi-tutorial, semi-video log of a completely RPG game, 2D platformer game development in Unity, okay? So we already achieved a lot, okay? So previously I left a bug, which is I want the dash ability to be able to execute while in midair. Okay, so right now it can only be achieved, even though it's pretty snappy, at the ground. But when I leave the ground, I can't do it. I can only do it when I actually touch the ground. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to achieve. So how to do that? Really simple. If you look at here, look at the code, at the player grounded state. So update, base update, and we got if our key down edge only when we put it here and it's the grounded state, we'll be able to actually dash, but that's not what I want. Okay, so I'm not going to update that in here, but rather I want it to can dash anywhere. So that's where I have to go to the root. So player can dash, okay, regardless of what kind of condition it's in. If the player press dash, there must be some theorist like monster like the player is facing. So I have to actually dash without any obstruction. Okay, you can even dash through the enemy. Okay, so that's the kind of a priority I want the dash to have. So the higher priority, like the highest priority right now is a player. Okay, so I want the Unity to constantly checking whether the user is got an input. So what we do is to add a public void, private void would suffice because it's just the direct reference to the player. So private void, and I'm going to fix update. Yeah, not this, but rather check. Come on, if should flip. Alright, flip it. So check for flash. Dash. Check dash. Okay, that's pretty good. So if key down, key code space, dash say no. Not space, but edge. So if it's edge, then step change state to dash state. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we can quickly check the dash by update. Okay, so put it here, constantly checking, and it will override any state. So whatever state that the player is in the middle of air, on the wall or something like that, or rolling, near death state, it's still dash. I want that. Okay, let's try to do that. Okay, so middle air and dash. Oh my gosh, I love this. Pretty snappy. Okay, middle air, snap. Okay, yeah, dash. And there is a bug. I sort of keep the Y velocity so you can dash upwards. Oh my gosh. I should set that to 0, but yeah, I'm still thinking whether I should keep this. Okay. Or maybe I should, when I dash, I want the speed to be absolutely 0. Okay, that's or maybe I'll keep some part of the physics. Okay, so you can sort of go up. Yeah, that really depends on you. Really depends on you. I think it's already pretty good now. Right now there is also another bug that I want to change. So it's a really subtle bug. If you just look at here, you won't be able to actually see it. That's because so if you jump, okay, you jump and dash, you are back to idle state. Okay, in fact I want it to be jump and fall state. Okay, so if you here jump and fall state, okay, jump and fall state, but if you dash, you sort of just got to the idle state. I don't want to do that. So I want to get the jump and fall state if it's in the middle of air. This is the first thing. The second thing is that the dash will only face the direction of I am facing. Okay, so if I'm jump and dash, it will automatically to the right. But what if I want to the left? Okay, I jump, but I want to go left. So I don't know whether I'm expressing this clearly. So for example, okay, so I tap, jump, and then if I press edge, it will automatically to the right. Okay, because that's the direction I'm facing. But what if I press left? I'm facing this way, but I want to dash to the left. Okay, so I jump, but I want to go left. There's no way of doing that. So I have to like dash and then go back. Okay, so that's not exactly what I want. I want to be able to jump in mid-air, change facing direction, and dash to another direction. Okay, I know it's pretty subtle. So that's the reason you need me. Okay, I want to point it out. So I think there's like a dilemma here, because with the help of AI, you know the problem, and it can be quickly solved. But the most difficult part is that you do not know there is a problem at all. So you can't ask AI, and it's like you do not know how to ask the right question, so it can't be answered by AI. So that's the reason the tutorial, the video, the value added of this video, of this series of video, because I want to give you guys a outline of things, so guys know how to ask the correct question. So let's go back and solve the problem. So code. So first I'm going to actually indicate the direction of the dash. So the dash direction can be different than the facing direction. So move properties, you get dash, so you can sort of I'm going to separate these two. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to have a header of dash, dash properties. Okay, and all this dash speed as well as dash time will be the dash properties. And what I'm going to do is to add another public float, float, and dash cooldown. Yeah, I can add a dash cooldown, but I want to add a dash direction. Okay, dash direction. And I want to be a get and private set. So come on, I have to do that myself. Okay, so get and private set. So this way I can access this dash direction. So whenever you dash, let's go back to the dash state. So here, without using the facing direction, I'm going to use the dash direction. So dash direction. So the facing can be as a specific, right? It can be right, and I can quickly dash to the left. Okay, so I can give it another completely different input, and I'm going to take priority of that input. And so once I get this direction, dash direction, I have to update this. So let's go back. I believe I already changed this to dash state. Okay, dash direction, and I can let's check in the player as well. Facing right. Yeah, start. Check dash. Yeah, check dash. So if get key down, change state to dash. Okay, I'm going to change direction as well. So I'm going to say if, and I think you already got this if. So if I got the key down, and I'm going to adjust the direction. Okay, so dash direction will be facing direction, not so. Okay, I'm going to get the user input again. So I'm going to say input and get axis horizontal. Yeah, so I can get the horizontal input. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So get the horizontal input, and if our, so there are two scenarios. So if I got the input, that means I'm going to follow that input. So even though I'm facing right, they get input to the left, go left. Okay, facing left, go input to right, go right. So get horizontal raw axis input. Yeah, good. And if there's no input, you have to consider that. Okay, so if dash direction equals 0, that means no input. There's not positive one or negative, and then dash direction will be facing direction. So whatever the direction that you're facing, that's good. Now, of course, don't forget to change the state. Okay, that way, I believe. Okay, let's quickly test this again. So I believe I'm going to use things so you guys can actually see things more clearly. So I can jump in the middle there and quickly change the direction. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so I can jump and dash to the left. Okay, so I'm going to give it a little bit of space. So jump, if there's no input, I'm facing right. Okay, then I'm going to snap to the right. Okay, that's good. But I want to jump and snap to the, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Jump, snap to the left. Okay, and I'm facing left. Okay, so jump, dash to the right. I can do that. Okay, that's pretty versatile. Okay, so I can face this way, jump and go to the right. Jump facing this way, go to the left. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So this way is much more versatile. Okay, so yeah, and let's also solve another bug. So I believe if you click animator here, okay, so right now it's idle animation. Okay, so if I jump, it should be a jump and fall animation. Okay, and I'm going to zoom it in a little bit. So let's scale it up, I believe. Okay, I can scale it. Okay, that's good. So let's look at here. So if I jump and fall, okay, jump and fall. So it's basically two animation, jump and fall. But here comes your problem. If I jump, dash, and fall, okay, become idle animation. Okay, it's pretty quick. Let me quickly do that. Jump, okay, jump and fall. Jump, dash, then idle animation. That's pretty weird, okay? Jump, dash, quick dash animation, and then go back to the idle animation, which is weird because the idle animation will be in the air, like this animation, pretty dumb. But if you imagine this dumb animation is pretty good on the ground. Okay, so if you're in the air, that's not going to work. So yeah, that's another thing that we have to modify. Also, another thing is that when you jump and dash, okay, let me quickly give you this. So jump and dash, if you do not jump to the highest point and then you dash, you got a really weird glitch. So jump, dash, and then you still go up. Okay, why is that? So if you think about this, we made a specific arrangement earlier, and at that specific point, I already told you that if you want like a really realistic style, okay, you jump. There is also a y velocity here. Okay, there is a speed of a y, and this speed is not gradually go back to 0 when you dash. Okay, so if there is a speed, the gravity, the physics engine will try to grab it down, but still you dash, so it's like you touch the air and you go move forward, but this speed still exists. So we use a player's velocity and y-axis. Okay, so if you want to solve the glitches, you also need to solve that as well. So let me quickly show you. Okay, so let's go back here. Player dash. Okay, here velocity is still y. you can sort of force that to 0, okay, it will solve that Y velocity problem. So when you dash, sometimes you do not need to go to the highest part. You just need to jump and then dash, okay? Because if you got some like, I don't know whether you guys play the game. It's also a brilliant indie game called the Hollow Knight or something like that. Okay, I do not know the exact name. I can't remember. I believe it's like Hollow Knight. So basically, it's a little bug. You got tons of gadgets, tons of like all this level that have to jump and then dodge and all that. So you have to master the precise moment to dash. Okay, so for example, let me quickly explain this for you. So for example, okay, your character do not reach to the highest point. Just jump and then quickly dash. They can, for example, there is a fireball here. Okay, so if you jump all the way, you will be hit by the fireball. Okay, but if you just jump a tiny little bit and then quickly dash, you can move through. And for example, there are 2 fireballs. Okay, so you can jump and then dash, so you can move like in between. So you do not want to jump and then dash, but also move upward and then accidentally hit the fireball, like upper fireball. Okay, that will be pretty bad experience. A lot of complaint by the player if you do that. So what I'm going to do is to solve this. I already solved this. Okay, so for example, I jump and quickly dash. Okay, so jump quickly dash. Okay, I can jump, wait for the top and then dash. Okay, jump quickly dash. Okay, I can jump all the way to the top and then dash. Jump quickly dash. Or jump dash. Okay, just jump dash. Okay, so I think you got what I mean. Okay, this first bug solved, and it can greatly improve the player's experience. This is the first thing. The second thing is that I want the player to actually be in the air state when after the dash. Okay, so let's just modify this. It will make so much sense when I demonstrate that for you. Okay, so right now, if I play and it's grounded, they will just jump state, go to jump state. But don't forget, I also got a ground detected. So if not, player check if grounded. Yeah, so check grounded. If not, then it's air state. So if it's not the grounded state, it's air state. Okay, so that way, when you after the dash, it's not the ground, it's in the air, then air state. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Let's go back. So you guys can mainly solve this animator problem. So let's go back to the animator and let's see whether I can solve this. Okay, so if I run this, okay, and you should be able to falling state. Okay, so idle. Okay, I can jump. So jump and fall. Okay, that's good. And jump and fall, dash, and then you can see dash and jump and fall. Okay, that's good. So you guys can see pretty smooth falling animation. Okay, dash and like look at it here, and I can see quickly this is jump and fall animation here. So let's quickly look at here. Okay, jump. Okay, I believe I sort of zoom in. I don't want to do that. I just got one. Okay, dash. You got a pretty quick falling animation. Okay, hope that clarifies things. And of course, you can monitor everything here in the scene as well. But don't forget to actually click this game. You can actually get the keyboard working. So jump, dash, and then falling. Jump, dash, falling. Okay. So if you can't actually grasp that, you can like pause this video to look at it, or you can like make something taller. Okay. So you can like quickly dash and falling down. Okay. So yeah, I think that's pretty much solve every problem. Okay. And yeah. So if you love this series, please give me a thumb up so I can get a feedback, because I update a lot of the field like iOS, Android dev, Mac dev, like web developments, AR, VR, game dev, all that. So please give me a feedback so I know the next step of updating. And if you want to download the source code, even use that commercially, or you just want to learn the step-by-step, or just you want to play your own game, please join the Patreon. And by the way, all this pixel art is the creation process. If you're interested, I got another channel called Learn Digital Art, where I share my learning of digital art process and create all this asset I can use in my indie game, as well as apps. So you're more than welcome to check that out as well. Okay, so yeah, thanks, bye.